Hi, I'm Jesse, and this is my channel called Old Time Radio Lover. Hopefully by this point I've been able to get back into this channel. It's been so many years since I posted anything on the channel about antique radios, and I only had one video posted. I saw recently Bob Anderson TV, B. Anderson TV, again, his channel, he recently restored a GE202. In the comments, the video that I did on that GE202 was referenced. Now, I did that video on a BlackBerry, and it was a very primitive video, but apparently, hey, for that day and time, it worked. Well, I still to this day don't have anything massive as far as camera recording equipment. I'm not, I don't have a nice camera yet. We'll get there, but after going through my count it second divorce, yeah, well, let's just say that I'm going to do a lot better, okay? So we're going to get a better camera, and we are going to hopefully do some restoration videos of radios. I've got literally in my basement boxes of tubes, resistors, tons of capacitors, all the stuff you need to do restoration work with. I've got the tools necessary, the test equipment. It would be nice to have a Variac again, but I live in a little garage loft apartment, and you'll have to forgive this little mess behind me because, again, this is a garage loft, meaning that I've got a bathroom, a bedroom, a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen. One room, it's all combined. So it's a very small space, a very small living area. But it works. I'm happy. And that's what truly matters, right? So my dining room table will probably end up being a restoration bench as well, because I rarely ever eat at it anyway, right? So, sorry to show you my ugly mug, but I wanted to come on here and tell you that this channel will eventually come back alive again, and when it does, hopefully we'll have some radios to work on. We'll talk about maybe what's wrong with them, what I've discovered is wrong with them. I look forward to doing some back and forth with anybody who will with me. Give me some tips, etc. By the way, would love to find a good source for some 35 Z5 tubes, because for some reason everybody wants a fortune for those things. And I've got it may be even maroon, black, brown, whatever color the radio is. It's a GE202 as well, and I got it and did a very, very light, we'll just call very light recap on it. Replaced the electrolytics in it. We did more or less a resurrection video. The radio's missing some pieces and parts. It's missing the antenna, the antenna that goes in the back of it. So we kind of had to make a wire antenna, you know, to kind of make it receive. And where I'm living at now, there's like 4 AM signals within 20 miles of here, but I really don't get any big Atlanta signals because I was living in Atlanta at the time, and I moved south of the Atlanta airport, meaning I'm out in the middle of nowhere in the country. So I've got some local radio I can get on an AM radio, but hopefully we can make this thing talk and sing again, but I really need a 35 Z5 for it. All right. To finish up the video, the other radio that you saw, and I was talking about how rusty the radio was, well, let's just put it this way. At that point, my father-in-law at the time, who's unfortunately passed away, I got brought an RCA 17K to make work again. That was the most enjoyable project ever. I'll try to dig up a picture of it and show it to you on a video in the future. I was able to take this radio, and when I tell you that this radio cosmetically was in pristine condition, this radio had been covered and had a dolly on top, or doily, whatever you call it. And this radio was very, 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 very nice. The wood was just pristine, polished. It was gorgeous. Electrically, it needed a total recap. It got that. All the tubes were fine. Got lucky because The power transformer was still in excellent condition. This radio, I made it work probably 4 to 5 months before he passed away. When I gave him this radio back after doing the work, I expected nothing for fixing the radio. I didn't expect a thing. I was lucky because he came out from church one Sunday when my wife and his daughter and myself were there. It was playing when he came in from church. I will always hold this memory. He was crying tears of joy. Reached in his back pocket, "Son, what do I owe you?" Was offering me a lot more money than I had even put into the radio. And I said, "Look, payment's done. You don't owe me a penny." He wouldn't have anyway, but that's not the point. After I saw that, it let me know that it was something I wanted to continue doing. So the channel is going to be coming back to life, and hopefully it'll be my channel and my way to repay people like Radio TV Phono Nut, Shango 066, Radio Rescue, and so many more that I've watched that have just all of a sudden got me back in the mood to do this. Now that I'm divorced, now that I've got a lot more time on my hands, and I've got time on my hands to do what I want to do with my time, it's time to restore some radios. I'll see you soon, hopefully with a radio to restore. We just got to find a willing project. And by the way, where can I get a decent 35Z5 that's not overly priced?